Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to my Trying a New Makeup Product Everyday series. Today I am trying out a product from a brand that is new to me. I'm not familiar with this brand. It's called Formula Z and I have here the So Pretty Transformation Shadow Palette. I really like the packaging on this. This is cute. And I got this in my January 2022 Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, which that unbagging is up on my YouTube channel if you haven't seen it yet. I was really happy with that bag and so excited to try out an eyeshadow palette from a brand that is new to me. I love learning about new makeup brands, and this one sounds really cool because it's a makeup line founded by teen makeup artist and entrepreneur Zach Dischinger. And this retails for $25. It's cruelty-free and vegan. So these are the beautiful shades that you get in here. I love how sparkly these look, these ones here. And I also like the neutral color story here because those are the shades that I'm realistically reaching for most often. And so let's start out with some swatches. Ooh, a metallic. A straight up glitter. Ooh, a nice matte. Another nice matte. Oh my gosh, another super beautiful sparkly glitter. Oh, that metallic is beautiful. That glitter is so fun. I feel like these are going to be a little bit more like glitter toppers because it's not completely opaque in color. Mattes are looking pretty good. Oh my gosh, these glitters are so fun. And then another kind of shimmery metallic shade. Ooh, that could be a good highlight shade. These are really fun and pretty. Here you can see what they all look like swatched. So I'm going to do what I always do with eyeshadow palettes, which is to test these out with and without an eyeshadow primer. So going in with the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, I'm just going to blend this all over one of my eyelids from lash line to brow. I do wish this palette had that light white, off-white base shade in it, but that's okay. I am going to skip over to the highlight shade and I'm going to just use my finger to take this shimmery shade as a highlight for the brow. Yeah, I think that's a great brow highlight shade. And it's nice and pigmented. I picked up a lot on my finger, so that's actually enough to do both brows. Ooh, I like the way that catches the light. It really is a great highlight shade. It might even be bright enough for me to use in the inner corner. Oh yeah, this is a cool shade because at first I think it looks more like a brown beige shade, but then the light hits it and it looks nice and bright and silvery. A really great highlight shade. And then this matte brown shade looks like a great crease transition shade. Tiny bit of kickback, not too bad. So just picking this up on a fluffy crease brush, see how this does, blending out in the crease. I'll also bring it up onto the brow bone a little bit for that transition area. But I love this shade of brown, this tone of brown for this exact purpose. It'll give some dimension to the eye, and it is easy to blend. Good pigment, but I'm going to try and keep it pretty diffused as far as the pigment goes. But this is a great essential shade, in my opinion, for the palette to have. So I really like that. Even if I wasn't doing a full eyeshadow look, I think that's a great highlight shade and a great crease shade just to kind of play with the dimensions of the eyes, help enhance them a little bit, and you can even just leave it just like this. But of course, I want to try and incorporate as many shades as possible. So next, I think I'm actually going to stick with the mattes, same brush actually, and pick up this darker brown, and I want to keep it really light, so that's why I'm going to just use this larger brush, just pick up a little bit, and blend and diffuse into the outer corner here. I really do wish that I had that off-white shade in here, because this white sparkle would be a great topper on top of a white shade like that. But just as it is in this palette, I'm struggling to figure out where I would use that white sparkle, because it's too like transparent kind of to put all over the eye, in my opinion. I mean, it could go on top of that highlight shade maybe, but I think it would look really good on top of a white or an off-white eyeshadow. But this dark brown that I'm putting into the outer corner here, also blending into the crease, is a great shade as well. Easy to work with. Creates some dimension for the eye as well, giving my eye more lifted effect. I like that a lot. And so I think I'm going to just go for some sparkle and pick up the brown glitter. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. And I'm going to press that on top of that dark brown. Yeah, that's fun, but I wish it was more of a solid glitter, or that it had a kind of base color to it, because it still looks a little bit sparse. I mean, I can layer it up to make it more of an opaque glitter, but it also gets very sticky. Like, it's got a little on my under eye and it is stuck there. But I guess you want your glitter to be kind of sticky so that there's not too much fallout. Yeah, that is fun, but it's definitely big, chunky glitter. And definitely kind of messy as I'm trying to wash it off of my finger here. But then I'm going to pick up the metallic brown shimmer and place this onto the rest of the lid. And wow, this one is actually a little bit more yellow on the eye than it looks in the pan here. Like, I almost would think that this is a gold shade, but it definitely looked brown in the pan. And the tone of this doesn't look the best with that glitter. They're just like completely different tones of brown. So it's not as cohesive as I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this eyeshadow look. The glitter just looks really messy. It's hard to get it to look not messy. See if I can do a little bit of blending, but it's kind of like where the glitter touches, the glitter stays. Yeah. And I'm not a huge fan of this yellowy brown. Just not the most flattering color on me. But like, even for the lower lash line, I don't even have like a good option for that. I would have thought that this shimmery brown would be a good lower lash line option, but it's very yellow. And I can't put that white sparkle along the lower lash line, so I guess I'll go back into one of the matte shades because I have to finish off that lower lash line. It looks very incomplete. I guess I'm going to pick up the darker brown onto a small brush here and just blend this along. Yeah, I just am not seeing the $25 value of this palette because I really do need other shades, other palettes to use with this to make it work. Like, the formulas are fine, but it's just not wowing me, mostly because of the shades that you actually get in here. And it's funny, like, when you first look at a palette, it can be so exciting, but once you actually start using it, you swatch them, I can really have a total change of mind. So it's just not a palette that I see myself reaching for. It's not going to be a travel-friendly palette for me because it's lacking so many of the shades that I need. So it's okay, but definitely not my favorite or one that I'm necessarily going to even recommend to you to go get. So here you can see the eyeshadow look that I was able to put together from this palette, and I'm a little embarrassed of my eyeshadow look. Like, it's so not great. Not the worst ever, but not great. However, if you have tried out this palette, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear what kind of looks you've created with this. And thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.